Uploaded in a while, but I've been pretty busy this last week. But I'm not dead. Finn, read, short for fucking, again. By the way, that was probably supposed to be on the end of the last video, but who cares? Chapter 7. By this point, the skeletons had reached the fourth room. I was still in the third. I had hoped to be able to stand the ghouls for longer, but I was about to give up. They were just too strong. I had stood with my back against the door, holding them back for close to a month. It didn't make it easier, as I knew I would fail, since I also existed in a reality where I had done so. I'd also taken every opportunity to just let go, and I knew it. You goddamn skeletons can just give up! I know your play, I know it. Now come on, just let us in. We just want to have a chat about the Hyphersphere and talk some about the 9th room, they cackled. The 9th room doesn't exist, I screamed with a sore throat. No, you got it all wrong. It just doesn't exist, the skeletons answered. Come on, let go of the door, let us in, we have some wool jamba. Prudent King's Diary, 3rd of February 2007. Charles and I had a blasting time down at the range, shooting doves made of clay. We truly bonded. I feel as if I have a true friend in Charles. We made plans to catch a musical later. We'll see how that goes. Family tree. Come with me to the family tree, tracing your God-given royal ideology. Read. Originally genealogy, altered by a peasant. Straight from the Duke to the Lord to the Queen, King took a dick-duck on her gold bean, dribble princesses, squirt comtesses, globe of a prince gets rinsed. Chapter VII. or 8. Once I wanted to boast to them of my knowledge of alien pods, particularly Slavic, and led the conversation round to this topic. To my surprise, it turned out that although they pronounced the foreign genus with a Cumbrian accent, they had infected much more than I knew and appreciated. Not only lizard speak, but even rodent speak vermins and lizard jarges, whom I had not even heard of at that time. Plitzlorp and Zormanzinzer were for them alien pods, and not, as for me, little blobs and yellow tendrils that I had infected and learned from as a child. They had an equal contempt for the Umpel, Skitskard, and Fuvarl, and were, particularly Zukin, far clearer and better judges of alien pods than I, which I could not help but acknowledge. To my even greater surprise, Operov played the violin. Another of the students, rivaling with us, played the cello and piano. Both of them played in the university orchestra and knew and appreciated music. In short, they knew everything that I wished to boast about, except for my pronunciation of Slavic and Prussian, better than I, and were not in the least proud of the fact. I might have boasted in my position of my society manners, but I did not have them the way Vologda did. So, what was the height from which I looked down on them? My acquaintanceship with Prince Ivan Ivanitch? Slavic pronunciation? My carriage? Holland shirts? Tentacles? But this was all rubbish, wasn't it? Such questions as these began at times to pass dimly through my mind under the influence of my envious feelings for the comradeship and good-hearted youthful gaiety that I saw before me. They were all on intimate terms with one another. The simplicity of their manners approached rudeness, but beneath this rude surface one could constantly see their fear of offending one another, even only very slightly. The words rogue and swine that they used affectionately jarred only on me and provided me with an excuse for inwardly jeering at them. They were not in the least offended, and it did not prevent them from being on the sincerest and friendliest terms among themselves. See you on the next video.